welcome. Thank you for joining us today as we tell you all about our verification services. We are at the Rubens gas station at Bel Air, Greater Georgetown, and we will be telling you all about what we do in verifying petrol pumps. Petrol pumps carry a meter that has to deliver accurate fuel to the vehicle. So if you are a driver or the owner of a gas station, or you're looking to start this business soon, do stay tuned. With me, I have Mr. Kimo Fife, a senior inspector in our legal metrology department. And Kimo, welcome.
Thank you, baby.
And we'll get right into it. Can you tell our viewers why and how often do we verify petrol meters?
Okay. Legal metrology department of the GNBS would do verification of petrol pumps twice yearly. We normally do it from January to June and July to December. But we concentrate on the first 3 months of each half to ensure that most of the pumps are verified. Why we actually do verification? It's important for the meters to be accurate, and the GNBS mandates is to ensure that accuracy or equity maintains in trade. So we try as much as possible to ensure all the pumps throughout the length and breadth of Guyana are verified, so that when the car drivers come to the petrol pumps, they will have the right amount of fuel that they're paying for.
Yes, you mentioned one important word there, and that is mandate. The GNBS is mandated under the 1981 Weights and Measures Act to ensure that there is accuracy in any measuring devices used in trade. And of course, that includes petrol meters that are used at the gas station. Over the years, we have verified a number of these petrol pumps across the country, and that includes from regions 1 all the way to regions 10, even in the outlying regions of Madhya and Lesem and Linden and the other areas. And Kimo, I'm sure that we have verified a number of those for this year as well.
Yes, as I mentioned earlier, the verification, we normally conduct verification twice yearly. And we would identify it by saying the first half or the second half of the year. Now, our second half of the year verification starts in July. And to date, we would have verified 986 petrol meters, right, for the year, for the second half of the year. And that would equate to somewhere around 84 petrol stations. So it's a large amount of pumps that we have verified so far.
Okay, thank you, and that's a lot. I didn't even think that we had so many gas stations or so many fuel pumps around the country. But our inspectors will go to these areas and get the verification done.
Yes, we will. We will from time to time. What we actually do is that we have a schedule, and based on our schedule, we will set up the exercise, contact the petrol dealers or the gas station owners, and have them know that we're coming to do the verification. An important point to note is that even though we would inform them, there are mechanisms or systems in place to ensure that no tampering or anything of that sort happens. So I know a lot of people might want to know if you're informing them that you're coming, but we inform them because from time to time, if the petrol pumps go out of calibration, they would need a technician. And our job is to just ensure that the verification is done and not the calibration. The calibration is for the technicians.
Okay, thank you, Kimo. And I think now we will show you, we would like to get right into it. We'll give you that demonstration, show you how is it that we get this done, so you can have a better understanding of this process as well.
Just witnessed the verification of the petrol meter by the technician, and what we would have seen is that the technician would have run the meter 20 liters into the measure. And this is our 20 liter measure. And what's supposed to happen is that the two readings supposed to be in sync or within the MPE, which we call the maximum permissible error, right? So if there's 20 here, in this case, there's 20 on the test measure. So this reading is accurate. What we will do also in the verification process is to run this test 3 times. With the 20 liter measure, we'll run it at a fast rate, as we just did. We'll run it at a slow pace, and we also do the stop-start. And this will accommodate for when people purchase fuel if the meter stops and you continue, right? We'll also use a 5 liter test measure and do the same thing again. We'll run it 3 times, slow, fast, start, stop. So it will mimic someone purchasing gas, right? In a large quantity, in a small quantity. What is important is that both measures will have their various tolerances, right? For the 20 liter, it's 60 ml, 60 milliliters, plus or minus. And for the 5 liter, it's 15 ml. And we will ensure that it falls within that bracket at all times, right? We try to keep it as close or on the 0 mark that you see in this case. We also check the totalizer reading to ensure that the start reading and the finish reading is also recorded. Another thing we do also is to end up checking the money value computation. So in this case, the price per liter is $2.04 and the total sale was 20 liters, so it adds up to $4,080, right? When all is finished and once the pump is considered accurate or the test is passed, we will affix an approved sticker, and the sticker will identify which half of the year we're in, if it's the first half or second half. It will have also the signature of the inspector and the date. This sticker also carries a number that we can actually track this seal. So as we mentioned earlier about tampering, right? So even though it's tamper proof, it also carries a number that we can track it. And once all is well, the pump will be passed, we complete the checklist, and the station owner will be able to have his or her certificate. In addition to the approval seal that I'm holding in my hand, there is also the security seal. Now this seal actually carries GNBS that you can see. It carries a number that we actually track with our logbook, and the purpose of this seal is to seal off the calibration mechanism. So just in case the station owner or anybody wants to do any adjustment to this pump, they will have to remove this seal before any adjustment can be done. So this is a way in which the GNBS will track to ensure that the calibration is intact and was left the same way at the last calibration.
Thank you for that informative demonstration, Kimo. And now I hope that viewers understand better how the GNBS conducts its duties to ensure that you benefit and also the business persons. But Kimo, I noticed that there is a sticker that is affixed to the petrol meters, as you mentioned before. Can you explain what happens if somebody tries to tamper with that or remove it and place it on another petrol meter?
Okay, baby. The sticker that we affix, first of all, it's considered a tamper-proof sticker. So, answering your last question first, if someone tries to move the sticker, it will show up void. Now, it won't be able to paste on another device. And that is the way in controlling the sticker, so that someone can put it on a device that is unverified to say that it's verified.
Thank you, Kimo. And while this benefits consumers to ensure that they have value for money, how does it benefit our dealers?
Yes, BB. The verification also benefits the dealers because from time to time they will have problems with the meter, and you won't want, as a petrol dealer or a gas station owner, to be giving away your fuel, as we put it in Guyanese terms. You know, so once you have the verification done, they will be ensured about the accuracy of their meters, and they will be ensured that the quantity that they're giving or selling is correct. So they will not have this loss of money or revenue at the end of the day, the year, or whatever. So by ensuring that the pumps are verified, the petrol dealers will be better able to manage their finances and give the right amount of products to the customers.
All right, thank you. And in addition to that, if you're providing accurate fuel to your drivers and customers, at the end of the day, persons will realize that, I'm getting value for money, and that will increase your customers, increase your profits at the end of the day. What advice do you have for the dealers?
Two bits of advice I will give to the dealers. I know from time to time you will have, or you will see that your meters are not working properly because they are mechanical devices, and from time to time they will go to calibration. We will ask you to desist from opening the meters to do the adjustment. The right thing to do is to contact the GNBS, and we will put systems in place to have your devices verified. And also, with the change of prices, from time to time, the price of gas will fluctuate. Ensure that you keep a tap on that, and ensure that the price that you have advertised is the same price you're selling for.
All right, thank you. And what about consumers calling, customers calling if they find that at this certain gas station they're not getting the value that they require?
Yes, Bibi. Because consumers can actually contact the Bureau at 219-0069. That is our hotline numbers. Anytime you have any concern about, some unfair or unscrupulous practice, and we will check on it to ensure that this is so or this is not so. So you can contact the GNBS for any concerns as relates to the verification of petrol pumps, and we can check it out to make sure that, you're getting value for money.
All right. Thank you, Kimo. And the petrol meters are just among the list of items that are verified by the GNBS. These include the scales, masses and measures, moisture meters, weighbridge scales, and tanker wagons, and a whole host of other devices that you can get more updates from on our website. I am really hoping that at the end of this video, you would have learned more about the verification services that we offer and what we do in terms of ensuring that the petrol pumps and the petrol meters are accurate. To get more information, you can contact us on WhatsApp 692-4627. That's 692-4627. Or follow us on Facebook, where we constantly provide updates on how you can better learn to access the services of the GNBS, or ensure that if you have a concern, you can contact us. You can also call us on 219-0064-66, and as Kimo mentioned, our hotline number 219-0069. I am Bibi Kutun, and Kimo, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, viewers.